Välkommen to min fjord. This is day 28 of Archaon Month, and today is cheat day. So, I've been highlighting the scales on Archaon, or on Dorgar, and it's taking pretty much forever. So rather than give you guys another video of where I talk about how I've just been highlighting every bit, and to give myself a bit of a mental break, I did some other stuff. Shadespire recently came out, or recently, 2 months ago, and I painted up the Stormcast part of it pretty quickly. And today I've been finishing up these guys. So that's the Bloodbound or Blood Reaver part of it, and also been working on this guy who is a what's it called? Aspiring Deathbringer conversion for the Everchosen Force. So we're gonna zoom in and show you a bit more of those. So this is the Blood Reaver team from Shadespire. As you can see, these miniatures are fantastic. And that's before talking about my paint job. That's just the sculpts of these guys. They're dynamic, they're varied, and they're very, very interesting to look at. They're nothing like the old Marauders from Warhammer Fantasy Battles. They really look like models in motion, and I adore that. Now, paint wise, obviously the bases aren't done. I just managed to finish the models themselves, and I really try to do a lot of different things on these guys that I haven't done before. Most notably is the skin tone. I've never painted a dark skin tone before, so this is my first try in that. And I really, really love this recipe. If you want it, check out White Dwarf November of this year. It has a lot of good painting guides, but this skin tone is very, very nice and not that difficult to achieve. I also tried new pant colors, and I know that's a very weird thing to say, like, oh, I'm trying some new pant colors. But I've never done that before. Like, it's always been gray or brown or something like that. So I wanted something that was a bit contrasty but still very natural. Because I had these large dark skin tone areas, I wanted something that was brighter but still matched. So a tan set of pants was really, really nice and very fun to paint. Likewise, I wanted to keep these guys a bit on the down low in terms of like bling and stuff. So for the medals, I did it very, very, it's very simple, but a bit dark and understated. Like, these are tools of war, not ornaments, and not there to be blinged out. And I'm very, very pleased with how these guys turned out. But that's not the only thing that I worked on today. Let's move these guys away. You can see a bit of the size difference between different types of models. This is my Aspiring Deathbringer conversion. For those of you who remember the Aspiring Deathbringer, there's a new plastic model that came out for Age of Sigmar, but there's also an older fine cast or metal model, and it has this sort of like axe forward and chain and ball pose, a bit more heroic than this one, but I wanted to emulate that pose if I'm going to convert that model, because they have different war scrolls and they have different point costs. So this is obviously the, not Blood Priest, but you guys know what I mean. Slaughter Priest is his name. Everyone got one in White Dwarf. I got two because I bought 2 copies of that White Dwarf. And I've converted this guy. His head is from the Chariot kit. So it's got a little corn symbol on the top there. His chain is still from the Slaughter Priest kit. His chains in the front are from the Marauder Horseman kit, and his axe is from the Varangard kit, because he had to have an axe. And the axe has been pinned, and he got a shoulder pad as well from the Chaos Knights. Now, obviously, this guy isn't done. You can see on the arm here that I need to green stuff him up a bit more. But otherwise, like, the main pose and everything's complete. And in sort of reference to the older model, I've worked a bit on the base. Now, the base also isn't complete, but it has 8 skulls on it. The original model, he's standing like on a literal mountain of skulls. I didn't want quite that because it wouldn't match the basing of the rest of my army. So I just added 8 to, you know, since 8 is Khorne's magic number as well. So I thought that would be fitting. So this guy's going to be painted up in my Everchosen scheme because he's going to fit into an Everchosen army. And I really look forward to working on that. So maybe, you know, sometime after I'm done with Archaon, you guys will see me work on this guy. That's it for this hobby cheat day. I hope you guys enjoyed the little break. It's not something that's going to happen a lot, but I just needed to get a bit away from Archaon after painting him essentially for a month straight. Probably tomorrow, more Archaon, however far I've gotten. It's also getting into New Year's, so I have to make sure that I, you know, plan ahead for that. But please tell me if you liked seeing some of my other models as well, because so far I've just been showing off Archaon, but I've got, like, this is one of my display cases. I've got a much bigger one over there, and I'm always working on something. So if you'd be interested in that, maybe I'll do something, you know, do something different. Anyways, this is Archaon Month Day 28. And until next time, ha det bra!